Hello, Steve Mills here, and welcome to the first edition of my podcast. I'm recording this on audio and on video. So, welcome. Thank you for being here. The podcast is called Results Mastery, and the mission of the podcast is to help as many small businesses as I possibly can, which has been a mission I've had now and shared now for over 30 years. And throughout that time, I've worked with thousands of businesses in hundreds of industries. I've worked all over the world. I've written 4 books on marketing. I've spoken at events, right, not quite throughout the world, but in the Middle East, the Far East, the USA, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Australia, and the UK and the Isle of Wight. So I've been around a bit. I've become, I think, acknowledged as an expert in my field. I spend a significant amount of time to this day learning from the best marketers in the world, learning what's new, what's cutting edge, where things are going in the future, as much as I possibly can, and trying to put that across to my small business clients, helping them to grow their business. If you think about growing a business, what we really talk about is growing a profit. That's the purpose of a business. You know, there's an old saying in business that income is vanity and profit is sanity. We want more profit. We don't want more income. We don't want to turn over 2 million a year if we've got £2.5 million worth of costs. So we want to make more profit. And the key to making more profit comes down to reducing costs and increasing sales. We can all reduce costs quickly and easily. We can easily probably save 5%, 10%, perhaps even 20% in your business right now. So I'd strongly recommend you go ahead and do that. But the truth of the matter is, if you save costs, there's only so much you can save. You know, you can't save everything. You've got to spend something. And even if you could spend nothing at all, then they're still limited by the number of sales you get. So the real way of growing a business has got to be to increase sales. The question is how you do that. Well, the answer to that is there's only 3 ways of doing that. One is to get more customers. 2 is to increase the average transaction value. And 3 is to increase the frequency of repurchase. And the truth of the matter is that most of the businesses that I speak to spend too much time, money, and effort on trying to get more customers, which is the hardest thing to do. Selling to strangers, people who don't know you, they don't yet like you, and they certainly don't trust you. They think you're some sleazy marketing person or salesperson, even worse, who's trying to sell them something. And so until and unless you can build a level of trust with that person, you're probably not going to get them to buy, or certainly not in enough quantities consistently. So my question for you in this first episode is to, or I suppose a task for you, is to go and write down, put those 3 headlines down, and number 1, acquiring new customers. Number 2, increasing the average transaction value. And number 3, increasing the frequency of repurchase. And you might just want to do that on a sheet of A4, 3 columns going down the page. And what I want you to do is to write in there, what are you doing under those 3? Now, my gamble with you, my bet with you, is that you're putting most of the time, money, and effort into number 1, acquiring new customers. And that is clearly the hardest, most expensive, most difficult thing to do, to get strangers to buy from you, particularly if you're like a consultant, coach, advisor, where you've got nothing to show them, and you're reasonably expensive. Let's face it. What we're all about, and no doubt you're all about, is results, getting results, and that's really what this podcast is all about. How can we get you more and better results in your business? And what I strongly recommend that you do to start with is connect to me. Subscribe to my podcast, subscribe to my YouTube channel, connect on LinkedIn, and go to my website, which is results-mastery.com, and go and sign up on there so you get my emails and information and so on. Lastly, I would recommend, and I'm not here to necessarily really try and sell you something on my podcast, but I do have a fantastic service on my website. It's called Results Pro, and it's my, I suppose, my kickoff program, if you will, and it's a tenner. It's a tenner a month, and I would estimate that if you take action on it, that could make you 50 to 100 grand a year for £10 a month. £120 for the year. It is an absolute no-brainer, and a great way of testing me out, really, to see if I can add value to you, to help you grow your business. So that's it. That's all I want to say. Thank you ever so much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thank you.